The Berenstain Bears at the aquarium. Look at the dolphins. See? Jump, jump, jumping through the hoop. They're all looking on. It's by Jan and Mike Berenstain. Here we are at the aquarium, says Papa Bear. The what? Asked Sister. The aquarium, says Mama. It is a zoo of the sea. There are many things to see, says Papa. I want to see the whales, says Brother. I want to see the dolphins, said Sister. See all the picture? You can see the whale and the dolphin, octopus down here. Wow, look at all that. There's a shark, lots of fish. There they go in their car. And look at babies in the car seat back here. What shall we see first? Asked Papa. The whale, said Brother. The dolphin, said Sister. First, let's see the fish, said Mama. So here they are inside, looking at all the fish in the big aquarium. Have you ever seen an aquarium that big? It's like a whole wall, isn't it? And there's baby in the stroller. She's got her milk bottle or juice there in case she gets hungry. There's Mama in her hat. Papa in his hat. This swordfish has a very long nose, said Papa. Pointy too, said Brother. See, look. Calls it a swordfish because it has a long nose. The flounder is very flat, says Mama. His eyes are on the same side, says Sister. Oh. Here is a catfish, says Mama. It looks like a cat, says Brother. Now, why do you think that fish looks like a cat? Because look, it has whiskers. Looks like it has whiskers coming out like a cat. Here is a dogfish, says Mama. It does not look like a dog, says Sister. This way to the whales, says Brother. This way to the dolphins, says Sister. We call that the dogfish up there. In the next room, they see an octopus. Which end is the front? Said Mama. I'm not sure, said Papa. And there his eyes. It looks like a friendly one, doesn't it? They see jellyfish. Those long stings can sting you, said Papa. Not if we stay out here, out of the tank, says Mama. Where is the whale? Asked Brother. And where are the dolphins? Asked Sister. So there's the jellyfish in the aquarium. They want to see the whale and the dolphins. Look at these penguins swim, said Mama. Look at them dive, says Papa. Why don't they fly? Why don't they fly? Asked Brother. Because they can't, says Papa. Why don't they walk? Asked Sister. Some of them do, says Brother. So there's the penguins. They're getting in line. They're going to go down the slide into the water. I bet the water's cold because look, it looks like a mound of snow up here. There's some cold places for penguins and some warm places for penguins. These must be the cold place for penguins. There are some big fish, says Papa. The sharks are very scary, said Brother. Look at their sharp teeth. Wow, see, there's the shark. And he has lots of teeth. Layers of teeth, actually. The sunfish is very funny, says Sister. Look at the big head. The sunfish has a big head. Just kind of laughing. The otters are so cute, says Mama. It's fun to watch them slide, says Papa. I wish I could see the whale, said Brother. I wished I could see the dolphin, says Sister. So they're so interested in the whale and the dolphin here. See the otters? They're playing. See, this is warm water because this is a rock. And they're sliding down the warm water. Otters are very playful and very friendly. The bear family comes to the seal pool. It is feeding time. The seals make a lot of noise. Their trainers give them fish to eat. See, they know when it's time to eat. Because they're all waiting. Here's the trainers. Look, he's giving him a fish. Have buckets of fish to feed him. Can you make a sound of a seal? They're hungry. This makes me so hungry, says Papa. Well, here's a place to eat, says Mama. The bears have lunch and watch the seals. So good, see? He's getting a hamburger, it looks like, and a drink. He's paying with his money. Everybody got their hamburger and drink. It's fun to eat at the aquarium. After lunch, they spot a sign. It says, Whale and Dolphin Show today. And as I see the big sign, Whale and Dolphin Show today. Hooray, the whale at last, says brother. Hooray, the dolphin at last, says sister. So, which one do you think is the whale? Is the whale bigger? Yep, there he is. There's the whale. See his fin outside the water. There's the dolphins. 1, 2 dolphins. And look, there's the trainer. As his whistle. Has a bucket of fish. Those are snacks for the dolphins and the whale. The show begins. The dolphins jump and leap and spin. The trainer tells them to do tricks. The bears clap and clap. So look, they're jumping, they're spinning. He's going through the hoop. Jump through the hoop. Look, they're clapping over here. I love the show. I like it, how he's spinning, jumping up and spins around. That is a good trick. The whale leaps out of the water. The trainer feeds him a fish. The bears clap and clap and clap. What a show. Whew, look at that. He's huge. And that's just one of the smaller whales. Look, here's a big fish for him. He's going right after that fish. It's a snack. The trainer asks brother and sister to help. Oh my, they get to help. Sister tells the dolphin to leap. Brother feeds a fish to the whale. Oh, look, she's up here. She says, leap, jump. And look, the trainer says, give the whale a fish. So brother's holding the fish and going to give it to the whale. The whale and the dolphin make a big splash. The family gets all wet. Splash. So they got their food, stopped jumping, and splash. They went back under the water. Splash yells, honey. They laugh and laugh and laugh. What a good time at the aquarium. For more books and resources, go to homeschoolforlife.org. Thank you for listening.